What is up, everybody? Happy freaking Wednesday. I hope you guys can all hear me okay. I'm going to put the live chat on the screen just in case because sometimes we have technical difficulties. This is a live stream. What is up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Yes, it is YouTube. It is YouTube, y'all. I'm tired. It is Wednesday already. Guys, I'm going to be doing a life update this week on Friday. I'm going to be going live with you guys again on Friday and just like telling you what's been going on with me because that brain fart that I just had was not a coincidence. Like, things have been hectic. Shout out to all of my summer class takers out there. It's finally winding to an end. If you're going through it like me, girl, like I feel you. Thank you guys so much for all of the compliments. Some of you guys said you got some piercings. I am so jealous. I am fiending for some piercings. I'm just not comfortable with people being all up in my face yet. Speaking of all up in my face, I've been making these little like Zodiac nose cuffs. And don't mind my nails. I just took off a set yesterday. But yeah, I have like these Zodiac cuffs. I'm still trying to like perfect it. It's pretty sturdy. Like I made it myself. Like I bought the cuff offline and then I like got some jewelry adhesive and like I made it myself. But I have more. I just don't know if I want to sell it. I just don't think they're good enough yet. I don't know. Let me know if any of y'all can relate. Like when you make some shit and you're like, is it even good enough to be for the masses yet? Because I'm like, yeah, I would like to sell it, but at the same time, it's like there's labor involved, but I would feel weird charging somebody. Like, I don't know, it's weird. Maybe I'll open like a little table or something, or maybe I'll send it to y'all for free, like if you buy like some of my art. I don't know. But yeah, that's just I've been fiending piercings too. That's all I wanted to say with that. I've been fiending some piercings too. But today we are about to be doing a long haul stream today, so I don't want to get too wrapped up in talking about myself because again, I'm going to be doing a life update with you guys on Friday. We're going to just be a keying, probably going to have like a little J or something. I don't know. It's just going to be like chill and we could talk more about me and like any questions you guys have. But today we're doing freaking tribe teas. Okay, we are doing tribe teas today, and that for anybody that's new that's just now tuning in, that is when you guys email me your stories and we all give advice as a collective. I'm not saying that, you know, I'm more knowledgeable than the next. I'm not a therapist. I'm not any of that. We're just a bunch of people coming together trying to help each other out. And especially because of quarantine and stuff, I know I'm not the only one that really likes these little segments because it brings us all together and makes us all interact and stuff, you know? But today we got a lot. Today we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different stories, all varying in length. So yes, this is about to be a long one. So shout out to all the mods. I see Nyala out there. Hold on. If I see I keep forgetting to make old girl my mod, but I know she's gonna be in here a little bit later on because I'm gonna be here like for a minute. But yeah, we got some mods in here, so that's what's up. But we have a lot of stories. And before I start, I do want to make a brief mention of the Tribe Tea podcast. So, full disclosure on the pod. There you are. I found you. Hold on. I got to figure out how to do this real quick. They never let me do it from this page. Here, I'm just going to write down your username so I can do it when the stream is over. Okay, Callie. Call me Callie. Thank you, Callie. So now I got your name down, so you should be a mod the next time I go live on Friday. But thank you so much for the donation. Again, it is not required to get my attention or anything like that, but just thank you so much. Callie says, hey girl, you look like you ready to pick up a clear landline and having some butterfly clips. Much love, balancing home, school, and death by PowerPoint. No, for real. I don't know. I'm feeling very like 70s. I feel like I'm back to like how I used to dress, like when I used to dress like a little hippie and stuff, but it's still like a little flair of me today. Like definitely feeling the resurgence of the 70s vibes and cuts, but at the same time like mixing it with like the night. I don't know. I'm loving it. I'm loving just shout out to any of my 20 somethings that feel too old but still too young. Do whatever you want to do, child. Do whatever you want to do. But back to the podcast. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the footage because like I'm not unrealistic. Like I'm a realist. I like numbers. I look at data and like I know that the volume is off, and like I know that it's turning people off from listening to it, but because I put so much work into it, like a part of me is like, should I even drop it, because I know like the critique that it's going to get, because obviously I don't have a team, like I don't have an office to fly, I don't have the money to fly people out to like come to my office and like talk to them. Like I'm not there quite yet. I will be, but I'm not there quite yet. And like the pressure, I don't know. And then school, I don't know. So I know y'all will understand, but the Tribe Tea podcast, like I only had, I think, like 2 episodes left. So if any of you guys that I did interview, you are those 2 episodes, that's what's going on. I'm just going back and forth with myself on like if it would even be worth posting those episodes because of the sound quality. Like I usually spend an extra hour on top of editing the hour-long footage to try to master the sound, and then I pay for mastering, and then it still isn't good enough. So it's kind of like it just be beating on my little work ethic, and it be hurting my heart. And I'm like, is it really worth it? I don't know, but I do want to keep doing the podcast. But I think for the next season, I'm just going to be reading like some of the longer entries, like even from the old email, stuff like that. Because if I involve somebody that's not physically by me, it just doesn't sound the same. So, I heard the criticism. I'm taking the criticism, but I have to be a realist. I'm not rich. I don't I can't fly hoes out. Like I just have to be a realist and just work with what I got. So for any of the fans of the podcast, because I did see we are almost at like 5,000 plus downloads. Like it's doing well. It's just I'm aware that is the main issue. So I'd rather just chill on it. But anyway, I digress. If anybody would like to timestamp, this is where we're about to start watching or start talking about these Tribe Teas. So if anybody would like to do a timestamp. But the first story that we're about to talk about is like one of my worst fears, but at the same time, like one of my wishes so I can get a cash grab. Low-key. This is called the two-way mirror. Never safe. Y'all, hold on. Where's my little music? Where my little music at? I just realized we ain't got the little music on. Here, let's put on the little music. Y'all. And hold all your questions. If y'all have any like personal questions for me and like my podcast or my work and stuff, hold all of those questions and I'm gonna answer them all on Friday. I just don't want to be spending this podcast too much talking too much about myself, because I do have a lot of crap going on and I will talk about it. My air sign ass will talk your head off about it. So I'm just if y'all can just hold all your questions, I will answer all of them. Like we're gonna have a good old little kiki session in 2 days, okay? But yes, this is my like low-key worst fear, but at the same time the cash grab that I've always wanted. So we're gonna get into it. She did send us a picture, they did send us a picture so that we could decipher whether we think it's a two-way or not. So, hey Naja, I never thought I would have a crazy story to submit, but this just recently happened to me and I need to talk about it. So I am in the Okay, plot twist. I'm in the U.S. military, serving overseas in Japan. I love the culture and the food. Being here has made my first years in the military a constant experience. I used to see helpful posts in high school on social media when it came to danger. I remember seeing a post teaching how to know if it's a two-way mirror. You put your finger against the mirror, and if your finger touches, it is a two-way. If there is a gap, it is a regular. That's what I always heard too. Let me know if y'all heard anything different. But I always heard that if your fingers, like here, I'll show you. Hold on. If your fingers go like this to the mirror, that means that it's literally just a wall. Like there is no, because usually a mirror will have like a little bit of thickness. It should go like this. So yeah, like definitely I've heard that too. So I used to work at a fast food restaurant, and on the main office door where they would count the store money, there was a small two-way mirror to watch the workers, I guess, when the door was closed. I put my finger on it and the test was correct. So I love thrifting, and I've been trying to minimize my fast fashion purchases. Girl, same. There's this big chain thrift store called Hard Off in Japan that I love. I don't know what it is about foreign countries that where English isn't like the main language, but they be having all types of, like, I saw this one video where this girl was in a mall in South Korea, and it was like the most random English phrases, like random. They do this in Spanish, a lot of Spanish speaking countries too. Like they'll do it in Mexico or Cuba, like, or even in places where English is damn near the main language. In Puerto Rico, you can find some real sketchy looking merch too, where you're like, why is this named that? Like, what the hell? So they went to Hard Off in Japan, girl. Well, the other day, I found some dope pants and I went to go try it on. I tried my first pair, and when I changed into the second pair, my intuition told me to check the mirror. I rarely do this, but when I did, my freaking fingers touched. And this is the picture. This is the picture. Oh, wrong picture. We gonna get into that. That's some craziness. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I would have sued so freaking decent. It's not even funny. Like, Miss Mama, Mr. Sir. I'm just trying to figure out, like, okay, so I think my eyes got big as I realized, because I swear I heard a chair like rub against the floor once I did this test. Basically, whoever was watching her got shook and like went like that in their chair, and they could hear it scraping on the floor. I freaked out after that, and I put my pants on, but I took the photo that I just showed y'all. I took the photo for proof. My husband now has a Japanese ex here. They dated for like a month. But her father was in the Yakuza. I didn't even know the Yakuza still existed. They still exist. Oh my Lord. They will get you. Oh my God. He told them that the Yakuza really run Japan. That's what I heard. Like, for a minute, it was similar to how like the Italians or just the mobsters in general ran New York. That's what I heard, that they used to run Japan the same way. But I didn't know that they were still... I thought the Yakuza hadn't been like in political power since like the 80s, but I don't live in Japan, so I could be wrong. Any of my Japanese subscribers out there, I'd be very interested to know like what y'all think about this. But they own a business and have connections with police, and a lot of Yakuza are in the police, pretty much. They aren't good people, because my husband later learned his ex was actually, oh my God, I'm not going to say it on stream, but basically they did something pretty messed up to his ex. After I left the store from testing the mirror, I called on-base police, and since this is off-base, they called Japanese police for me and told me they would be there within 10 minutes. They were almost 30 minutes late. As they were taking my information, before I showed them inside, one of the undercover cops went and got the manager to speak to him. I later showed them the two-way mirror and the difference before a regular mirror in the store. They checked behind the dressing room because there was enough space to have a body there to watch, but said it was nothing. I didn't check myself because I trusted them in that second, and I was also uncomfortable in the store, but I wish I checked because I feel it since they were late. I feel that because they were late, it was enough time for whoever to cover the mirror with something, and also I knocked on the mirror and I could feel that it was like hollow. So I might be calling the military OSI to check it out. I posted it on a Facebook group, and some were saying it's a cheap mirror, but I still feel uneasy. Try to always check your dressing room mirrors. Look, this is not no fake mirror. What's the point of... And then fake mirrors are usually warped. I don't know if any of y'all ever tried to buy like a fake mirror off Amazon. It doesn't look like this. Fake mirrors are usually warped. This was not nothing. This was something. Like, I would have recorded that whole interaction. I probably would have had to go in the room and see for myself too, because just the fact that a person could fit in there lets you know that the crime could have happened. So, I don't know. I'm about to put y'all up on the screen. What do y'all think about this? This is really unfortunate. Like, I'm sorry this happened to you and that they didn't even do anything. Like, So I'm guessing the reason why you said the whole Yakuza things is because you feel like the police are crooked. I'm guessing that's why you said that, because this is real sketch. And I have heard that in Japan, they don't really like do too kindly with foreigners over there. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Hold on. I'm about to move this so I can see some more of y'all chats. Because, okay, here we go. You said the way I would have ran like Courage the Cowardly Dog. Look, I would have made my own report too. I wouldn't have run though. I would have had to stay right there and make sure that they got all this stuff together, because I don't know. I would have even had them check the tapes too. But again, this isn't your country of origin. Like, you're here to work. Like, it's so much that goes into it. There's so much that goes into it. Jelly says, wait a minute, my finger touches in my mirror. Girl, do you live in an apartment? Because I've also seen some things on TikTok where if you live in like an older apartment and you have like a medicine cabinet mirror thing and you take that out, you could be looking right into your neighbor's apartment. Like, it depends on how the buildings are built, like, to why it could be hollow. But again, that's still sketchy. That's still sketchy. I really wish these people would stop mowing the damn thing right over here. And I know he knows I'm home. So, like, inconsiderate. So inconsiderate. Like, Rayla says, true, Japan is known for upskirt photos of teens and all kind of creepy shit. No, they do. And I'm not trying to be prejudiced towards Japanese people or anything like that. Because I've seen online Japanese citizens be aggravated with tourists coming over with their weird, like, kink tourism and, like, with the vending machines. And I don't know, like, it's definitely a hypersexualized thing going on that, like, it's a lot. It's a lot. But that could happen anywhere. Like, it could happen in the States. It could happen in the UK. It could happen in Canada. Like, this could literally happen in any dressing room. A lot of places, like department stores, like to chalk it up to security purposes. But my thing is, I thought the whole point of, like, counting the amount of items I have before I go in and making sure that was supposed to stop people from stealing. Like, why do you need to see me butterball ass naked? You're not TSA. Like, sir. You said I touched my dresser mirror and the fingers met. Bro, y'all need to be careful. Y'all need to be careful. Obviously, if it's, like, not on a wall, it's not going to be the same thing. And, like, okay, if I was y'all, if I would freak out if I lived, like, in a duplex, like a one big home that was chopped up into smaller homes, I would be a little concerned. If I lived if I shared a space with a landlord, like, you know how some places it's like half of the house is yours, half is the landlord, I would be a little weary. If it's an Airbnb, girl, you being watched. I don't even know why you're wondering if you're being watched. You're being watched. The question is whether it's for sexual pleasure or curiosity or safety. You're being watched in the Airbnb. What other? If you're in a condensed, like, PJs, like, apartment style type thing where it's literally like you have a neighbor on all sides of you type, yeah, in an apartment, you probably are there. But if you buy, like, a dresser with a mirror, or like my medicine cabinet is literally like my landlord bought a chunk of a medicine cabinet with a mirror that as a door, of course your fingers are going to be, because it's literally pressed up against, like, something else. But yeah, like, if you're in a house by yourself, like, I don't know. I've seen too many movies where there's little old man living in walls, so I don't know. Y'all said you was about to get an Airbnb and now I'm creeped out. No, like, there really is no point in trying to fight it, bro. You just have to be okay with the fact that somebody is watching you when you do the Airbnb. I want to do the Airbnb too, but I don't know. Ooh, y'all said there was a two-way mirror at the church. Now that is concerning. That is very concerning. Like, y'all, let me know, what would you do in this situation? Like, how would you go about this? I would have to go full Karen in that bitch. I'm recording everybody. I'm not even giving you the chance to be by yourself to go change shit around, nothing. No, I'm going full Karen in there. I'm going full Karen. Let me know what y'all would do in the comments below. We're about to get on to this next story. And this person actually rewrote this story like 4 times. So I hope that this is like the final one that they're okay with. Because they literally set this in like 4 times. But they said, okay, this is it. It's called My Girlfriend's Annoying Behind Family. Okay? So, hey, Najee. Oh, you calling me little Najee. Hey, girl. Hey. Or guy. I think this is a guy, actually. Hey, boo. I'm pretty sure I spelled your name wrong, but oh well. I still love your lives and your videos. Let's just say my name is Dez, and my girlfriend's name is Complain. No, not you named her Complain. I've been knowing my girlfriend since I was a junior, but yeah, I used to always curve her. I didn't want a real relationship, you know, being a teen. You want a little bit of everybody. But nah, so a year after our senior year, I was like, she really is a good friend. So we started to chill more often to the point where I really started to like her. Mind you, her people are staying with a friend, so she would always just come to my house. Okay, so basically her family is in between living situations. So her family would live with a family friend. And because of that, the girl will go to their house, right? So at my house, it's just me and my dad. So the house is always quiet and chill. And since I never went over to her place, I never got to see how her family was. Fast forward to us being together a couple months. We're both getting ready to turn 20. Pause. I could already tell you how her family is going to be just because of the situation. I'm gonna try not to be too judgmental because like I have had a family do this to me, and like my mom growing up where like we were a friend of their family, and then they just like lived with us for like at least a year. Like, so I'm not trying to be too judgmental, and I'm pretty sure some people out there have had to unfortunately go through it. But if you are one of those people that had to go through it, can you at least admit that the parental guardian figure in that situation was irresponsible with something, whether it be money, parenting, something? There is a problematic monarch, patriarch, whatever. Like, there is a problematic head of household for you to have your whole fucking family live in another family's home. Like, having other people raise their kid. Child, look, that's all I'm saying. Because I know even if you were one of those kids that were in those families, I know that shit irritated the hell out of you. Like, so I wouldn't even need to know. I would already know her people are on some trifling ass shit. Like, at least the adults involved, because the kids don't got a freaking choice. So fast forward to us being a couple for a couple of months, and we're both getting ready to turn 20. All right. So I threw out the idea, hey, we're grown as hell. I really like you, so let's just get a place together. So we both working and could keep money in our pockets. I told her not to tell anybody our plan. And what did she do? Tell her mama. Why the hell would you tell somebody, and I know y'all were young, so you didn't know this, but why the hell would you tell a homeless person, because that's what she is. Why the hell would you tell a homeless person, we about to get our own home, but don't tell nobody? Bro, you know she about to go home to her mom and be like, Mom, well, it don't matter because I got a plan. And it's neither y'all fault because y'all are both young. Like, we just had a story last week. I think it was last week or the week before where there was a girl like, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and live with my boyfriend and we're just going to get in a place together and blah, 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 blah. I'm pretty sure he even was telling her, look, we need to wait. We need to see if we could do this and blah, blah, blah. But it's just that excitement. You can't really, I don't know. I feel bad because I'm not trying to say she was right for doing that. But I get it. Like, I definitely get it. So, old girl told the mama, but you know this is my girl's family. So, if you want to stay, I guess it's okay. No. You have to set that boundary. If you know that your girl's people are freaking moochers and live off people, that would have been my second red flag. You know what? No, that would have been my first red. That would have been my second red flag. Because the first red flag would have been knowing that that's how your family get down and they putting you through this and not like that would have been first red flag. Second red flag is that there is no motivation for your people to have their own shit. When you tell your mama we about to move out, the first thing they say is, "Oh, well, will y'all have room for us?" Hell no. That lets me know you have no desire to have your own shit. Like, I'm about to, boy, I'm so tired. I need to start keeping track of these telemarketers so I can start getting paid. Like, if there's anybody out there that knows how to do that shit, like, it's so confusing to me. But I get blown up by telemarketers daily, and I'm trying to get some money. So, if anybody knows how to do that, let me know. But anyway, y'all see all those times my phone's blown up on stream? I don't know them. It's a telemarketer. Like, I should be getting paid. But anyway. Yeah, that is like red flags for me. Big fat red flags. Talking about, well, that's her family, so I guess they could say no. So she was telling me, no, you don't have to worry about it. Let's keep looking for apartments. Couple days later, she's crying to me about how her mom manipulated her into putting her name on the lease and us staying there. I'm confused. So, was she apartment hunting by herself? Because there's no way that you could be on a lease with her and her mama without you knowing before you signed it. There's no way. There's no way. So, did the mom go and get an apartment and put the girl's name on the lease? Hold on, let me read this again, because now I'm starting to see why you wrote this 4 times. She comes to me crying, saying her mom manipulated her to putting her name on the lease and us staying there. Me being a good partner, I'm just like, it's whatever. We're going to get through it. But honestly, I've been living with them. Okay, yeah. So how the hell is that? I feel like she finessed you. There is no freaking way that you could have somebody on your lease without them knowing. There's no way. At all. At all. Like, this illegal. Like, you can't do it. So what I'm guessing happened is the mama and your girl just on the lease and then you pay them money? Like, what's going on? Because now I'm confused, because you talking about now you living with all of them. And I'm like, how did that happen? Talking about she just crying to you. She manipulated. What are you talking about? Child, anyway. So we've been living with each other for a few months, and every day, if not every week, it's something going on. Mind you, when we first moved in, she told us we have to eat on the floor, that we can't eat in our rooms on the bed. I was like, what the hell? I'd rather just go back home. But I love her so much, I didn't want her to take on my half of the rent, because I decided to leave, so I sucked it up. I'm starting to think maybe she put her mother on as like as an add-on or something. Like, because there's no way that... Okay, what I think happened, this is what I think happened now that I'm reading more into it. I think that the person that wrote in the story was okay. Now that I see you over here talking about I didn't want to put all that shit on her, I feel like you consensually let the mama be there. Your girlfriend is full of shit, and it's not her fault. She's been manipulated by her mother, but she's full of shit. There was no, oh my God, this happened. I don't know what happened. I don't know how I just dropped and fell on the lease. Like, that's not how it happened. The mom most likely had been gaslighting her and like pressuring her about it for a long time. And then you wanting to be with her was probably like, all right, well, this is just the compromise I have to make in order to do this with her. Because there's no way that a whole grown ass adult plus children can go and live with somebody that's not on the lease, like, no, unknowingly. There's no way. So what I'm assuming has happened is to keep the relationship going. She was like, okay, I'll have your mama and all her ways live up in here, right? That's what I'm assuming, because that's the only way this would legally make sense. So, I love her so much. I don't want her to take on my half of the rent because I decided to leave, so I sucked it up. It got so bad to the point I couldn't tell her mom no with anything without the fear of getting yelled at by her or feeling some type of way. So just like my girlfriend can't say no to her mom, I had to adjust. See, that's exactly what I figured was going on. That lady also bullied your ass into getting her name on that lease, because this is so messed up. I had to adjust to doing the same thing as far as watching her little sister going to the store for them or even more. But this is my little tribe tea. I don't know what the hell to do. I love my girlfriend so much, and I feel like if I leave, she's going to think I left her for dead with her annoying ass family. Also, I've been told her that my dad does not have a problem with us staying with him, but she's so freaking scared of her mom. But love you, and thanks for reading my tribe tea. Hopefully this one came out right. Sorry if it feels like I'm spamming. I just wanted you to be able to read it right. No, it's fine. I kind of got it together. So, y'all, here's my advice to you. I would have to give your girl an ultimatum. Like, period. Hold on. Let me cut the music. She needs an ultimatum because her mom is toxic. Her mom has other small children, like you're saying. I know that manipulative parents make it seem like this is our job and this is what we're supposed to be doing and stuff, but no, it's not. You and your girlfriend did not give birth to those children that her mom decided to. You and your girlfriend did not do any of that. So that is not y'all responsibility to take care of her mom. Her mom is not senile. Her mom doesn't have dementia. She's not elderly. She doesn't need to be in a freaking home. Like, she is an able-bodied ass woman. Why can't she go out and get her own freaking job and support her own children? If I were you, I would go through the lease, I guess, and go live with your dad. Like, if you don't want to leave her and you want to support her, I would, and I know y'all are probably going to be like, girl, what the fuck? But listen. Gots to see it through, my brother. Look, you go to your daddy house, you pay for your little stint of the rent, get your space. But then once that lease is up, it's up. Do not renew. Hold on. Where the Zoom at? Do not renew that lease. Do not renew that lease. Don't do it. Do not renew that lease at all. Don't do it. I don't even care if your girl agrees and she's like, oh yeah, I'll get mama out. It's just gonna be me and you. No, you need to leave. You cannot even be in that. No, you can't. Do not renew that lease. Give your girl an ultimatum. You could either live with me and my dad, because I know realistically this whole thing is financially freaking draining, and you can't just be hopping to the next, to the next, to the next. Shoot, I don't know what type of lease you sign, but I'll even break that motherfucking lease, pay 2 months rent, and dip. Like, dead ass. And I know some of y'all are gonna think that's so cruel because there are children involved, but that is not her freaking kids. That's messed up. This is not cool to be putting other people's problems onto other people. I don't care, bro. Like, I ain't freaking sit on no freaking hospital bed and push out in labor no, you did. So you need to go and take care of your kids that you chose to have. Like, and this is just with you saying, I want to stay with her. If you want to stay with her, this is the only way that could work. But if she is not willing to choose her own happiness over her mother's, there is no point in y'all even being together. She needs more time. You even said y'all used to know each other in high school and stuff. Take a little break and maybe come back to each other later in life. Because if she can't even love herself and choose herself, she's not going to choose you. So, like, it's multifaceted, but it's not that multifaceted, because at the end of the day, this is just a grown-ass woman putting her problems on her daughter and her daughter's partner. That girl, and I know it's really hard to believe, but that grown-ass woman was hustling and paying rent before Complain was born, so she could figure out how to pay her bills and do all that shit again. Period. And that's just my take on that. I'm about to read what you guys got going on in the chat. Let's see what y'all got. Sorry, y'all. I keep touching my nose. I flipped my septum up today because I lost one of the balls. So, I'm just messing with this a lot. Let's see. Y'all saying that's on the mama. It sounds like the girlfriend needs to get away from the situation and heal. That's what I'm saying. Like, and you got a free home. Oh, girl, daddy was like, hey, you can come over here. Unrated Ebony said, this is so sad because it's a lot of nice people's reality. No, dead ass. I used to be her. Do not let other people, and it, bruh, I'm really not trying to be biased, but it's like, bruh, you really don't give a fuck to even have a home. You think you gonna give a fuck about me? Like, come on, bro. Like, come on. That lady homeless by choice because she don't want to pay bills. She want to mooch off her daughter and her friends. That's messed up. Like, Jazzy J said it's pretty black and white when you remove the emotions. No, it is, because you got to sit with yourself. Are these my problems? No. Like, why is she doing that? Kalia says be supportive, but don't lose yourself in the process. That part. But it seems like they already did, because they said they doing the same thing for the mama, bending over backwards, talking about they scared. I don't know who need to tell y'all this, because I know you're only 20, but you're grown. You're grown. You pay bills. You're grown. You're supporting a whole family at 20. You're grown as hell. If you don't, boy, I would curse her mama clean the hell out. I'm paying the bills. I will curse her mama clean the hell out. Like, what? Oh, Nyala said, that's the worst. That happened to me the day it was No, yeah, I lost one of my damn balls. I don't know. I gotta buy another one. Paranot says the mama needs to get her shit together. No, dead ass. Lisa said I could relate to her too. Now, shout out to anybody in the chat who has a family like this, constantly had y'all jumping schools, jumping from friend's house to friend's house. And then when you finally get on your feet, they have the freaking audacity to come over and try to make their grown ass problems your problems. Like, shout out to anybody that's overcome that, because that is just so selfish. You would want your kids to do better than you. Like, why are you doing that? That makes no damn sense. Let me see. What else? Kiki said, you gotta stand up for yourself. Definitely. Liv Lovely says it sucks, but there are decisions to be made, right? You can't just be waiting it out and everything, because it'll just get worse. Let me know, what would you guys do? Have you ever been in a situation like that before, where you end up taking on your partner's, like, abuse in a sense, because you don't want them to go through something alone? Let me know. How did you get out of it? Did you have to give an ultimatum? Like, how did it go? But yeah, let me know in the comments below, because, child. So now we're about to get into something a little different, something I've never heard about before. Okay, well, I've heard about it like on like Barcroft and like Truly and stuff like that, but like I've never met anybody who's done this in real life. So it's really interesting that one of our tribe members has some experience with this, and I see them in the chat all the time, but I don't see them today, but I see them in the chat all the time. So if you're rewatching this, hey sis, hey girl, hey. It's called I Married a Puppy. In my Plies voice, married a puppy. So, hey Naja, I know you looking at that email title sideways and wondering what in the hell, child. I'm still trying to figure out what is going on myself. So I just want to start by saying I have been subscribed for a minute because I binge your videos. I have no clue how long I've been subscribed. I love your channel and I'm so proud of the progress you've made. I pray that you have much success and that you blow up so big that you need tons of assistance to get shit done. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And a little background before I get into this story. I am a grandma of the tribe at 55. Oh my goodness. You are the same age as my grandma is literally 56. Like, you are the grandma of the tribe. So, oh my God. Grandma, not you really about to get like kinky in here. What are you doing? Like, okay, so both my husband and I are Taurus. Shout out to all the Taurus in the chat. But we are at completely different ends of the spectrum. He is a complete homebody, doesn't want to do anything, is very materialistic, and I could do it without a whole bunch of crap in my house, and I like to get out and do stuff. I am 10 years older than him, and Halloween of this year will be our 8-year anniversary. Well, congratulations. For the purpose of this story, you could call me Nyx and him Bo, because he can get fired if he's outed, but I trust you, girl. Look, I guarantee you, ain't nobody gonna know Pop Pop. Ain't nobody gonna know nobody gonna go cover Pop Pop. So I feel like it's a little important to know that my husband comes from a very high strong religious group, which explains a little why he's not open about his, his interest sexually. Until maybe about like 2 years ago, he started opening up. So when I would ask him, he would tell me he doesn't like intimacy. And I never pushed it because I figured his religion kind of like messed with his head, which it did. But that's a whole other story. So he had gotten sick during a road trip and was feeling vulnerable, I guess, and just blurted out that he had never been interested in hooking up. And yeah, bro, honestly, I've seen like videos of girls coming out and talking about it, guys coming out and talking about it, basically saying that they're not really interested in sex. And like, hold on, cut the music real quick. I feel like, I don't know, fuck it, I'm part of the community. I'm gonna just say it. I feel like us lettuce, bacon, and tomato people like really need to chill when it comes to people expressing their sexuality. And the first thing we say is, oh, well, you're having straight sex, so that's why you don't like it. And it's like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. And no offense, but like it usually be lesbians, because there is that stereotype of like girl on girl being better, when it's like, girl, you do realize that men have mouths and fingers and stuff too. Like, okay, y'all over here bumping coochies, but come on now, like y'all need to stop. Like there are really just some people out there that are just not interested, whether it's trauma or whether it just makes them feel uncomfortable, or like there are people out there like that, and I feel like a lot of us in the community are so quick to be like, oh no, y'all just having that good old boring hetero life. And it's like, bro, no. And it's not even like asexual, because some people are asexual and will still have like their person. You get what I'm saying? Where it's like, oh, well, this is my exception, or like, but there are some people who know like, okay, no, that turns me on, but the act of actually doing it terrifies me, and it was just really interesting to see other people's perspective, because I'm not gonna lie, like I would always see that rhetoric online of people being like, oh no, you just haven't been with the right one yet. And I feel like that could just be seen as offensive to so many people saying that statement, like, you just haven't been with the right one. Like, nah. But anyway, back to what he was saying. He said he was never interested in doing it, but he liked the idea of being like owned by somebody. Okay, girl. I was like, what? As a black woman, the idea of being owned is a little different. He then explained that he wants to explore. Okay, so they're also an interracial relationship. So she's a black woman and he's a white male. And she was basically like, when you hear a white man come up to you and be like, I want to be owned, like, I get it. No, I definitely get it. Because you're like, wait a minute. Are you trying to do race play? Because that ain't it. Like, no. So I was like, what? So then he explained that he wanted to be a puppy. He said he wanted to be a puppy. So for those who don't know, puppy play is when the person acts like a puppy, which can include making them eat out of dog bowls, sleeping on a dog bed, whatever you can think of as far as a dog is concerned. So you can imagine my mind was blown, because it felt like he came out of left field with this. So he was watching my face closely, and I must have hid my initial thoughts, because he just kept on telling me about how he realized this was an interest in him of what he wanted to do. So, he was reading a book and the woman called her man a puppy, and he instantly got excited and realized this is what he wanted to do. So he wanted to be a puppy, girl. He wanted to be a little pup. So, like, does he want to do stuff as a dog? Or, like, does he just want to get walked around and stuff? Like, Okay, girl. So now, Naja, I'm the furthest thing from Prue, but I'm gonna admit, all I could think of was, what in the holy hell have I gotten myself into? I could only bring myself to say, so like, what does that mean? And I'm not gonna lie, I thought about packing myself up and leaving so fast that I would have left skid marks in the driveway. But at the end of the day, that would have said a lot about me as a person. After all, I did marry this man, and we did say for better or worse in them vows. This just happens to be a little kinkier than I expected. After a couple of days, I was like, fuck it, you a goddamn puppy now, I guess. Like, oh my God. Does he want to be walked in public? Like, does he want to be walked? Like, does he get a new name? Like, is his name Fido? Like, what, how does it work, girl? Like, I have so many questions. Like, help. So he later told me he was terrified because he was scared he was going to lose me, but he felt being honest was important. So to quell any concerns, I bought him, girl, look, girl, y'all saw the picture earlier, so I'm going to just put it on the screen while I describe what's going on. She said, I bought him, where it go? I bought him a dog collar, knee pads, and puppy paws for Christmas. And he has a big dog pillow and a stand that holds 2 dog bowls that he cannot use because the bowls are too deep. So we put the plate on top of it, and he greets me daily on his hands and knees and lays on his puppy pillow while I prep his food. And he stays at my feet at night, and he is the happiest he has ever been. I'm still like, what in the hell? But he's happy, and it makes me happy. So that is the story of how I married a puppy. And I attached a picture of us. I want to let you know, you do not look your age at all. You look like you at the oldest 50. Like, and I'm not even being funny. You do not look your age at all. My grandma looks at least 10 years older than you. I love you, grandma, but I'm sorry. Shout out to Callie in the chat. Callie says, I have a lot of those kind of traumas, basically like church traumas. I will tell you, my husband can kind of be pressuring me because sometimes I'm hyper and other times I'm not. I'm the same way also. Like, sometimes I'm really hypersexual, and then sometimes I just don't want to be bothered. I don't want to be touched. Like, I don't want to. And I feel like that's a lot of people that had traumas in their youth. Like, they kind of just don't want to be, you know, consent is a big deal. Even if you love the person, it's still a big deal. So I definitely can empathize with that. But yeah, she don't look no 65. I'm sorry about it, but walking like an no, I'm sorry. Okay, let me put y'all on the screen. That's her story. Look, I'm all for it. I mean, it could have been worse. There are some men out there that are married to full-grown adults and low-key like children. So I feel like this is a blessing that bro was not only open with you, but it wasn't anything like truly problematic. It wasn't like race play or anything like that, or like age play, or not trying to kink shame anybody that does do that type of stuff. But I'm just saying it could have been things with a little bit more worse of a connotation. You know, he just want to play Paw Patrol. You know, he just want to chill. You know, nothing too crazy. But yeah, you never know. You just never know what your partner is into. You never know until you ask. No, she is not 55. No, she said she was. Oh, no, you did say, okay, you did say you were 55. I thought you said you were 65. I was about to say, bro, my grandma is, no, you said 55. My grandma is 6. Child, cut the music. Hold on, cut the music. My grandma is 65. She is 55, but she looks like 50. Like, she looks young. Like, she don't look. But now I guess it would make sense why my grandma look at least 10 years older than you, though. But yeah, it's not hurting anybody. And you're supportive of them. I don't see the problem with it. I mean, it is what it is. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Let me know in the comments below. Have you ever been bombarded with like a partner's new sexual thing? Let me know in the comments below. How did you deal with it? Was it something positive like this, or was it something really shocking? I would like to know, because I know there's some people out there who, they person gets drunk and the next thing you know, they telling you that, I don't know. They fantasize about some weird shit. So yeah, I don't know. But let's move on to this next story. It's just called I Need Advice, Asking for a Friend. JK, I have no friends. It's for me. So, they said, hey, Naja and Tribe, I love your videos. I always put them on when I'm cleaning or when I'm driving to work. That's awesome. I hope all y'all are driving safe. Anybody at work right now? I have a dilemma. I tend not to value myself. I had a tough childhood with parents who constantly degraded me. To say the least, I have pretty low self-esteem. This particularly is a problem when it comes to my relationships with my friends and with men. I think it's enough that they give me any attention and do the bare minimum for me. Oh, poor little poo. Poor little poo. And people don't realize, like, and this is why I be going off on people that think, like, spitting out kids is, like, not a choice that needs to really be thought about. Because it's like, I don't know. I feel you though when it's like you were brought up being degraded and stuff by the people that were supposed to like care for you, because those are your teachers of how you should allow people to treat you in the world. And it's like they didn't teach you any type of boundaries or anything like that. And it's really freaking unfortunate. But she said if they cheat or lie to me, I would stay. I would try to act cool about it, but inside it would really hurt. I just wouldn't admit it. But I do end any communication after another date or two to keep the charade that I'm not hurt, because I can't ever be mad at someone who wasn't my actual boyfriend to begin with. So again, just like lack of boundaries, letting people do things like, yeah. They said, also, I'm not really good at making friends. When it comes to some of the guys, not all, I end up sleeping with them, and then it gets awkward because they lied that they were single or we really weren't friends after all. Well, sis, you can't be sleeping with your friends. Like, especially if you are somebody that was not taught boundaries, especially personal boundaries when it comes to your body and, like, your emotions and stuff like that. You really can't be mixing, and I know a lot of people in the chat have told me in the past, like, oh, well, I fucked my friends and I'm good. You, Miss Mamas, you can't be one of those people. Like, I'm one of those people too. I can't do that. I'm either gonna be your friend or I'm not. Like, I'm attracted to both sexes. There's no way I could just, it's not gonna work that way. So I would not, and I get it, that's like part of the whole wanting people to like you is having sex with them, but I'm telling you, not everybody deserves that part of you, and that's not real friendship, you know? So I just want to keep a friend in my life. I think they're talking about the one they had sex with, child. If sex is how we are friends, which I know is dead wrong, because all the time that's happened and all the relationship ends, I just feel disgusted. When it comes to girls, so basically in your head, friends with benefits with men is a version of friendship for you. Girl, this is a lot. Okay, second part. When it comes to girls, it's even worse. In fact, I have a hard time making friends that are girls, not because I'm not like other girls. No, it's because you can't fuck every girl. Like, it's, girl, oh my God. It's like, help. So it's really because I haven't found the right friend. By that, I mean, I had a friend who would only hang out with me if she had no one to hang out with. Another is a friend who talks shit about everyone and even people she was cool with. Okay, I'm gonna just cut you off real quick because I already know what's going on. You're putting a little bit more value on your male relationships than the female relationships in your life. And the male relationships you're building are purely sexual, and it's the only type of positive reinforcement that you know for a fact. I could physically see, and sorry to get vulgar, I could physically see the end result of sex. I know that I pleased you. I know that we're good. You get what I'm saying? You're having all of these good boundaries. You're having these good boundaries with your girl pals. You need to apply those same boundaries to men. Men are nothing different. Wanting to be accepted by men ain't gonna get you far, bro. Like, it's just going to have you with the same disgusted feeling of being used over and over and over and over. Like, I'm telling you, the reason why you can't, it's like that saying from Billy and Mandy, you could pick your nose, but you can't pick your friend's nose type shit. Like, you could fuck on all these dudes and have that false sense of closeness, but you can't fuck your friends. You can't fuck your girl pals and get it. And I feel like the reason of that is not a coincidence that it is separated by gender, of why you're dealing with the girls one way and you're dealing with the guys the other way. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. But that's just what I'm clocking. I'm about to put the chat on the screen because it's pretty much about to be over. But she did say she is receiving therapy, but to be honest, I think it's my fault that I choose to be so open to her, which I will talk to her about in the next session. Please don't be mad. It's just hard to open up to people because I've messed up big time, and it's hard to admit that to myself. I do have hobbies, but sometimes I just want human interaction. So after hearing all this, what is a good way to improve self-esteem without putting up with shitty behavior from people? Because I feel like I can't do better. Sorry if this was long. Much love to you and the tribe. Well, first off, I'm going to let you know you're doing an awesome job by going to therapy, but I'm going to tell you straight up, therapy does not work if you are not real with your therapist. Do not beat yourself up for being vulnerable, feeling shameful or dirty or disgusted about things. That is human emotion. It's human. We feel gross. We feel dirty when we do shit. It just is what it is. And honestly, this helped me a lot in life, and I'm trying to relearn it my damn self because I captured it in my adolescence and now I'm trying to get it back. And the whole reason why I was even able to be successful on YouTube. Who cares? Who fucking cares? Who are you? Like, who cares, bro? Like, who fucking cares that somebody knows that embarrassing thing you did when you were 17? Who cares that somebody knows about that embarrassing thing you did when you were 21? Like, who cares? Everybody fucks up. Everybody. So if your fear is somebody running off and telling your story to somebody else, who fucking cares? You're more than that story. Like that's just, I don't know. I don't know. That's just been my main thing. Like, who the hell cares, child? Like, who fucking cares? Like, we hold so much importance to like our little life story and our little like nobody else has gone through shit. Like it really does not fucking matter. Like, it really, not saying your feelings are invalid. What I'm saying is that soul crushing end of the world feeling, it's not real. Like, you know how when you have an anxiety attack, you really feel like you're gonna die, but you're not? Like, it's one of the, like, you're not gonna die. You're okay. Like girl, Doll says friendships are like romantic relationships. Trust yourself first and allow yourself to build up. Exactly. Love bombing and like all of this stuff and like putting all of these expectations on people. You have to take stuff slow. Friendships are like relationships. They do need to be nurtured, watered, groomed, brought up, and they're not just something, you're not just gonna meet somebody. Like, you can meet a guy at the club and he'll instantly want to fuck you. But you can meet a girl at the club and you could get one of 3 different reactions. You get what I'm saying? Like, you can't love, because it's just a form of love bombing. You can't just come on and expect everything to be perfect and hunky-dory and find a best friend and run off into the rainbows. You know, you have to forgive yourself. You have to trust yourself to make the right decisions. And stay in therapy. Trust yourself. Like, it's okay to be open with your therapist. That is the one person you should not be pump faking and doing these little personas and facades to. That is the person you are paying to help you. Like, be real. Be real with her or him, whoever your therapist is, because they are getting paid to help you. Like, I'm telling you. I am telling you. And yes, that meditation be hitting, boy. That meditation definitely be hitting. But yes, I could definitely see y'all how, like, you wouldn't want, like, who said this? Ricky in the chat. I could see how y'all wouldn't want somebody in your business, but when it comes to somebody you paying to be in your business, I feel like you're only hurting yourself. And I get it, sis. That work is so freaking hard. Like, I never really understood that. And again, I'm gonna talk more about this on Friday. I never really understood it until I actually paid someone to put me through it. Like, that work is on yourself is so freaking hard. Like, I get it. And sometimes you want to just give up and just be like, I don't even want to talk to this bitch no more. Like, I don't even want her knowing my tea. Like, I get it. Like, I feel you. But you're not helping nobody. It's not supposed to be easy. If it was easy, it wouldn't be called breaking no generational curses and all that. Like, it's a reason why that shit biologically, like, hurts. You know, like, telling you, bro. I'm telling you. But we could talk more about that on Friday. But please, sis, I'm gonna email you after this stream is done. I really hope you're still in treatment. I'm not gonna self-diagnose you or nothing, but you have a lot of traits of somebody who I know personally who was diagnosed with something, but I'm not gonna say what it is. I'm pretty sure some of you guys in the chat who do have this diagnosis probably already know what I'm talking about, but people with that diagnosis need to be in therapy, like need to be. And I'm speaking in code because, again, I'm not diagnosing anybody, but if you have it, then you know. But I'm gonna go on to this next story, and the title is just Keep Me Anonymous. So I don't know what it's about. I don't know what's going on, but we're about to see, okay? So, hey Najabu, before I start, I just want to wish, they said an early birthday. They sent this like I guess it's a belated birthday now, child, but thank you anyway. Thank you. I appreciate you. So they said that there's 2 parts to this petty situation, and the person involved is going to be named Joe. So for background, I'm a Scorpio and Joe is a Libra. Shout out to all the Scorpios and the Libras in the chat. Shout out to y'all. We were best friends for about a year, and let's just say the whole friendship was good at first, but ended up turning into him just gaslighting me and being so much of a punk that I believe there was actually something wrong with me. No. I ended up trying to cut him out of my life because he got a girlfriend and started getting distant and shady with me, plus the gaslighting. Dude, look, if you're gonna be like a guy friend of mine, you have to be cool as fuck, bro. You can't be on no weird shit like gaslighting me and doing weird like relationship shit. I am your friend. Like, we're not about to cross that boundary. What are you doing? Like, and then you get you a little girlfriend and you were already acting like that beforehand. Yeah, I'm about to just cut you off because I don't need this new bitch coming at me sideways. Like, look, I already know what's about to, I already know what the, so I ended up trying to cut him out of my life because he got a girlfriend and started getting distant and shady with me. I would ask him, I would ask him why he would be so distant, and he would respond like we weren't that close to begin with. Ooh. Or here you go, all in your head and shit. Ooh. No, but for real, sis, what is the point of talking to him at this point? Because he just seems like such a ray of sunshine. Like, I wouldn't want to talk to him at all. I don't know. Y'all Scorpios do like to play like that, though, with the little name calling and shit. So maybe you thought things were Gucci. He telling you straight up, I don't like you. Like, help. He would also make private stories just to hide his girlfriend and shade me, which is just childish, especially because, to my knowledge, I didn't do anything. What the hell? Not to mention, he would let this girl that I've had past issues with know everything about his relationship while not even telling me the girl's name, which wouldn't be such a problem if he didn't start becoming close to her after me and her had our falling out. Yeah, so, like, what is the, what's the pizzazz to this friendship? Like, why are we here? What is the reason? I would have been blocked him. I was like, oh, you like to gaslight? I would have blocked him everywhere, deleted every little fucking picture. And then if anybody ever brought it up to me or if he ever talked to me, I would just be like, I don't know who this is calling me. I don't know who you are. Like, I've had this phone for 10 years. I don't know who you are. Like, even if people ask me in the street, oh, what happened to you and so-and-so? I don't even know anybody with that name. Like, bro, I will literally erase you. Like, don't play like dead ass. Like, bro, I will literally erase your ass. Like, don't do it. So at the time, however, he was the only person I spoke to daily, and I really had bad attachment issues and anxiety. So after about a month, because he would literally still try to hit me up constantly, I started speaking to him again to try to make things work, and babe, it only got worse. I couldn't even ask him how his day was because he would respond like, I don't know, or what the fuck do you want me to say to that? girl, do you just like, why are you letting him talk to you like this? That just made my stomach hurt. I don't like when men talk to women like that. I just don't like that. I don't like that. And then you have a girlfriend. Like, come on, bro. Like, don't talk to me like that. Ew. So, I was like, dude, what are you doing? If you don't want to talk to me, just be dry and say good, or just don't respond. I would even constantly ask him, do you even want to be my friend for real? Because if not, I'll leave you alone. And he would always say yes. So I didn't understand the constant disrespect. It's because he doesn't want to be the reason why. He wants you to take the hint and just leave him the fuck alone. Which honestly, I feel like you really should have took the hint when he decided to go be buddy with the girl you fell out with, and then was being weird. Like, he's acting a little too catty for me to be a grown ass man. Like, I don't like this. So since I wanted the bond that we used to have so bad, I kept trying to... Girl, what was the bond? Like, what was the bond? Like, what was the bond? You said you guys were best friends for about a year. Like, I don't know. I guess you can't have a bond in a short span of time, but it feels like the whole time he's just been mean to you and just nice nasty, you know? But, and shout out to anybody that just got the notification. I don't know what YouTube is smoking, but what's up, y'all? I hope y'all are having a good day. But she said I would call that phone crying for hours, and he's a very nonchalant type person, plus the type of person to become more cocky when someone shows that side, so it didn't help after that. I planned on being distant from him for real, which didn't work again because he ended up doing some petty shit to me with his girlfriend while I was out with my friends. So you do have other friends. And I decided to confront them about it after the fact. And yet again, they gaslighted and lied to me. And so I could look like this. Okay. Look, that all could have been avoided if you would have enjoyed your vacation with your actual friends. Like, the only reason why you guys are even still in communication is because you keep giving him what he wants, which is attention. I don't know if his girl isn't giving him enough attention. I don't know if that's his beard or his purse and he's not even really with her and he's just like a catty ass gay like one of us. I don't know. But something is off. Like, and if you honestly would just not feed into it, there would be no ammo. And he would by default look like the crazy one because he's so freaking bothered. It's just weird. Like, this is what y'all do on your relationship. This is like what y'all like to do in your spare time. Pretty strange. But anyway. So I stuck around again. Girl, why? So then I stuck around until he tried it this last time. So boom, I had called him. And since he didn't answer the phone the first couple times, I called and he finally answered. I said in the most casual way possible, "Wow, I'm surprised you answered this time. I've been calling you all week." To which he responds, "Oh my God, when are you going to learn how to stop being so insecure?" Bitch, excuse me. I was fed up and I finally sent him a little paragraph. Fuck a paragraph. I would have blessed him over the phone like, oh my God, I'm telling Bruh, it'd be that Aries rising, boy. I'm telling you, I just be want to pop off on people. Like, when people I'm working on it, but I was fed up and I finally sent him a little paragraph about how I felt about him, and I blocked him on everything because what he was doing was obviously out of some hate for me. So my first question is, did I read into that too hard? No, I feel like you didn't read into it enough. I do not feel like he deserves to be in your life, period. Did I do the right thing? Yes. I hope you still stuck to your guns. Was I being petty? No. Was he being petty? He was being something more than petty. Him and his girlfriend were actually being obsessive. So here's the part 2. So obviously it wasn't easy for me to get over it because I barely had other friends. Girl, who did you go on the trip with? See, y'all be killing me. Y'all be going on these trips and shit and all this stuff talking about I have no friends. I know I can speak for a lot of people in the chat right now. Do any of y'all right now have a group of people that could go on a trip with you? Girl, you got friends. You have friends. You just need to give them attention rather than this freaking Dusty and his dusty ass girlfriend, because they're not worth your time. You need to be nurturing and grooming the relationships of those people that you should have been having a good time with on the trip. So I thought I needed him due to my anxiety, but in the long run, I not only got over it, but I also found myself again and got help. That's what's up. Before I continue though, let me just say that I know it sounds like this was a relationship or something, but I just really used to have a bad habit of putting my all into everyone I encountered. And to say I used to love these people unconditionally is beyond an understatement. Male and female. To some, it might have even seemed threatening because I would just latch on to anyone that gave me attention. But anyways, fast forward 6 months, aka last month. I haven't seen this dude nor thought of him since, but there was an event happening where I knew he was going to be at, but I was like, damn, I'm going to go anyway because me and my friends still wanted to go. All I planned on doing was having a good time, but off rip, when he saw me, he started staring at me, and not gonna lie, I was avoiding eye contact. So then he starts making convo with my brother as if they didn't have beef since before I even knew Joe. See, that's another thing that be pissing me off, like, I'm gonna need everybody to be on the same page if we're moving as a unit. I would have told my brother straight up, if you see bro, don't talk to him. I mean, obviously it's not his beef, but if they already had beef in the past, like, bro, just stop. This is why you need to be on the same page with the crew. You can't be showing up with the crew and then you have instances like this. It makes the link weak. Like, come on, bro. So time goes by, and all of a sudden, my friends start dying laughing and was like, OMG, he's so embarrassing. Why is he trying to show out? So I look back because I'm confused and tell me why this dusty-ass dude and his girlfriend are standing right next to me, hugging all up on each other, all in my space. Baby, are you mentally okay? Why are you putting on this grand show for me and I ain't even watching? Matter of fact, why are you still thinking about me? I gave you nothing but the Helen Keller and you still did all this for what? At that point, I couldn't even stay quiet no more. I just started dying laughing because the secondhand embarrassment was wild. So since I know I'm going to see him this summer because I know my ass be everywhere and he be everywhere I be at, and obviously he's going to go to wherever we are, what should I do? Should I not pay him any mind? Would I be wrong if I was petty back? Should I whoop his behind? LMAO, please let me know. And sorry if this was long, but trust, this was the most vague way I could put it. If I go into how bad our friendship was, you'd be here for hours. Girl, it sounds horrible already. Okay, so I'm going to answer those questions, and then I'm going to put the chat on the screen. So, what are the questions? Where are you at? So, you said you're going to be everywhere this summer. So, what should I do? Girl, I don't know if you see what is going on. Well, the summer is over, and you messaged me this during the summer. So how did your summer go? So I don't think you really need that advice anymore. But if anybody out there is in this predicament, there is a very slim chance that without proper planning, you're gonna run into the same person every time. I feel like you low-key got a little op in your squad, and it might be your brother. And I don't know. I feel like Joe, I'm not trying to, like, be that gay that always says everyone else is gay, but there's obviously some catty tendencies there, and I really feel like he's using that girlfriend of his as a prop. Like, I don't think that that's real. I feel like they just both equally don't like you, and that's what they have going on. So I would continue to just be unbothered. I would even tell your friends group and your brother to be on the same page, move as a unit, do not talk to them, do not entertain them. Don't even be like, oh my God, ha ha ha. If they see them coming to the group, I'm gonna need them to be like, check them and be like, yo, back the fuck up. Like, back up. We need to be as a unit here. Instead of kikiing at it, let your friend group know this actually bothers me. I do not want this grown ass man around me, right? You said, should I not pay him any mind? No, continue to doing what you're doing. Just get your clique in check and let them know, like, don't pay that dude any mind, including your brother. Would I be wrong if I was petty back? No, but you would be adding more flame to the fire. When you have people like this and you take away their toy, there's nothing for them to play with. You keep giving them ammo and you keep giving them paint to paint you as the fucking bad guy and the obsessed one. It's going to keep happening and it might get worse. So no, do not try to be petty back. Win by genuinely not giving a fuck. You said, should I whoop his ass for the one time? No, I know he is acting like a woman, but he is a grown-ass man. He will probably beat your ass off the string. If you must square up with that girl, that's completely you, but do it when your brother is around, because I have a gut feeling that he got a little sugar in his tank and he would definitely step up to fight your ass. That's just my opinion. But again, let it go. It's not that deep. And yeah, that was pretty much it. That was pretty much it. What do y'all think? That's my whole thing. I don't know. I've just never met I've never met a grown ass man this involved. So please don't think I'm trying to be no type of way by saying bro might have a little sugar in his tank. He might be bi or something. He might be a little pan. You don't know. He might be part of the lettuce, bacon, tomato community. Right with me. But something ain't right. And he gives me tease that he would definitely fight you over his bitch. So I wouldn't even know. They said, is this a friendship story? Or it sounds like he was trying to make you jealous with his girlfriend. Exactly. Really weird. Breeza said, men be just as messy as women, and I will die on that hill. No, they do. They just do it in different ways. That's why it was very surprising to see Joe go like the full catty route. Because I'm like, usually men don't beef like that. Like, that was very, very catty. Like, I'm so mad now. Y'all was talking about, girl, if you could have fought, this would have been handled, period. Violence is not the answer, but I do agree. You would have been had to swing on somebody, because what the hell? I don't know what I would do if somebody was literally right here, just like doing it, like, get the fuck away from me. Would have elbowed you with a chin. Go away. Oh my God. Third Eye High says, it comes down to it, sis. Get your brother on him and you get that girl child. IDK. I'm telling you, leave him alone. Just leave him alone. I'm pretty sure you barely saw him during any of the things. I don't know. It's a lot. It's not like there were these massive events during this summer. Like, child. Minnie Monstera says maybe he came on to her and she turned him down and got mad. Apparently he was mean to her the whole damn time. Like, I don't know. What do y'all think in the comments below? Have y'all ever had any situation like this before, where you had a whole couple trying to do the most? Like, I never had no experience like that. That's weird. Let me know in the comments below. That was just weird. But we're about to move on to this next story. Speaking of hot girl summer tings and all that, we're about to get into some quarantine stuff. So this one is called Quarantine Heartbreak. I don't know why y'all are trying to get relationships over the pandemic. Y'all was really trying to be caked up in a time when people needed to be 6 feet. Like, I don't know why y'all was doing this to yourselves. A lot of these homeless men had places to sleep for a year because that quarantine heartbreak, child. So, hey Naja, my name is V. I'm gonna just say V because I know you're using your real name, but I wish this little thing would like stay. I'm sorry I keep touching it, but I told y'all I had to flip up my little septum. But hey Naja, my name is V. I am from Germany. I sent in a story about my sister who catfished me. I get what y'all were saying that they were looking out for me. It ended with me being in a loving relationship with a guy, but I was wrong. Let's call him Ian. A little about our relationship. I'm a Sag and he is a Gemini. Shout out to all of my gems in the chat. Shout out to all the Sag as well. No shade, but like, really? You said he's a Gemini and you found that attractive as a Sag woman? Really? Really? Okay, girl. So we met on this dating app for bigger people and those who prefer plus size people, okay? And it's spring break 2020 and we've been together for over a year and a half. The local church was going to have a blood drive because there was a shortage of blood during the panty. So this was on a Saturday. Ian told me on the way there that he had recently got an STD test, so he feels like they won't let him give blood. That's not how that works, Ian. That's not how that works, Ian. Okay. All right. So I said that it would be okay since they don't take that much blood out. And he told me that they asked him if he wanted to be on PrEP. And I asked him, why did they ask him that? And he told me he didn't know. Then it dawned on me that they just assumed that since I'm bisexual, I would be hooking up and hooking around. So I asked him, did you tell them that I'm bi? And he said yes. When he said that, I went on this tangent on how they can't assume my sexual history without even knowing me. I was going off, and he told me that he was going back on Monday, and I told him to take me with him to give the doctor a piece of my mind. And we went to the blood drive without incident. Why do I feel like his ass really got something and he trying to pin it on you? Shout out to Blue Dash in the chat. Thank you so much for the donation. They said, OMG, I'm late to the live. I'm low-key upset that I missed your live last week on my birthday. Oh, happy related birthday. Happy belated birthday. Love you, Naja and Tribe. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Sorry I missed your birthday, though. Shout out to all the Leos out there. It's Leo season right now. But, yeah, she said we didn't meet up the next day because he had work. The day after that, he sent me a text that he needed to talk to me. You already know what talk that's about to be. I was in my PJs, so I quickly changed into normal clothes, but nothing too fancy because I just had this feeling. All these thoughts were going through my mind, like what happened to his mom, because his mom was actually terminally ill. He then texted me that he was there. I came downstairs and went into his car. He was being hesitant what he needed to tell me. So I held his hand and I asked him, is he okay? And he said no. Then I asked him if it's his mom, and he said no. Then I let go of his hand. Right, because what the hell? No, sir. What's going on? And he said that he went out with his friends and he cheated on... He's going to hell. Because I feel like he's lying. I'm going to tell y'all what he's going to say, and then I'm going to tell y'all why I think he's lying. He said that he went out with his friends and cheated on me with a trans man. Anything that Brett is about to say next, I know is a bold-faced ass lie. Because you already went in that clinic on some homophobic shit, trying to blame whatever the hell you got going on your partner being bi. And now you want to come clean. You talking about, oh, I cheated with a trans man. Bullshit, bro. You got a little rhetoric going on, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like that at all. I don't like that. I don't like his ass. Like, so obvious. It's so obvious. It's so obvious. His little dirty dick behind trying to blame it on the LGBT community. Like, what in the baby? Like, if you don't get it together, bro, you know you've been fucking around. So I asked him what's going on, and I asked him why he did it, and he said that he never met a trans man before, and he wanted to see... Oh, yeah, nah, this dude is a piece of shit. I don't like him. I don't like him. I don't like him. I don't like this. I'm not even going to repeat what he said, what his reasoning was of why he did that. And he just said one thing led to another. And that wasn't the most shocking part. He then hands me a card, and then he says that the guy he cheated on me with has an STD. He was messing around unprotected, and we were messing around unprotected. Ian's dumbass asked if he could have taken me to the clinic, and I told him that I never wanted to see him again, period, because that don't make no damn sense. That don't make no damn sense. That don't make no damn sense. Like, am I tripping? Like, that literally makes no damn sense. Was I supposed to feel bad for you? Like, so thank you, Kalia. That's what I'm thinking. So you just saying, oh, I'm a victim. I got tricked. No, you did not. Don't play these. Bro, I would have took everything in me not to bless him out. Like, oh my God. So I went down to business and started calling my clinic, and I was lucky enough to get an appointment in a couple of weeks. The regular price was $80, and I asked Ian for $100, period. You got me so messed up. Months later, I found out who it was, and I confronted him about it, and he confirmed the hookup. Basically, they found the trans man, and they confirmed the hookup. The guy and I had mutual friends, and I was close friends with one of them. They told me that he was really young and wasn't even 21 yet. So, Mr. Ian, you expect me to believe, and I get it, people get diseases at all ages, but it is very rare to have a young transitioning person being this super spreader. That's why I'm like, bro, you're dead wrong. Like, you're over here spreading this narrative that's not, like, it's dead wrong. It's problematic. It's divisive. Like, bro, and she said he was 25 years old, and the trans man was not even 21 yet. Who else he was fucking around? He was fucking around. I don't like this dude. I'm so glad you dropped him immediately. Like, so I was hurt about the whole situation, not just because of the cheating, but because he couldn't be real about who he was to me, knowing my sexuality, right? It's like, bro, I'm bi. You couldn't have just told me, and then regardless of who you slept with, you cheated. He didn't have to cheat on me in order to find out about himself, but instead, he put both of our health at risk. After that, I was dating a guy, but it didn't work out. Now I'm single and on my hot girl shit until I find someone who will show me that they really do want to be with me and to get to know them well. Thank you for reading my story, and I hope you, Daniel, Spody, and the tribe have a good day. Well, thank you so much for that. Y'all, please be weary out there. Like, I hate that rhetoric of, like, only gay people have diseases and that only gay people pass diseases. And, like, it's like, bro, exactly, that baby ain't have nothing. Come on now. That was a grown-ass man trying to get nasty. And I'm not going to tell you what he said, but it's something a lot of guys, for whatever reason, think is a justification to say when they're, like, dating or having sex outside of their preference. It's usually along the lines of, oh, I've never been with a this, or, oh, I've never, like, it's always rooted in fetishization and just, like, I don't know. I don't like that. I hope the trans man is okay, and I hope that they got tested also and that they're all right. I would like to know if they really were the person that gave it to him, because I highly doubt it. I really highly doubt it. He was DL. You don't know what's going on. Like, you really don't. And it's crazy because it be the DL dudes over here talking about it's the gay community. No, bro, that's you just raw dogging everything under the damn sun. That don't got nothing to do with the gay community just because you just so happen to also like having gay sex. That don't have shit to do with us. Like, what? But no, exactly, Nyala. You cannot be, y'all need to wrap it up regardless. Wrap it up. Because this is exactly why you never know what people are into. What, like, even if his, like I said earlier, being into bondage and stuff like that, that's like the least of your freaking worries. Like, you could be with somebody who is attracted to young, vulnerable trans men. Like, you never know. It could get worse. Like, oh my goodness. I'm sorry if that story, like, triggered anybody out there, but people like Ian do exist. You guys have to be careful. We have to be careful. Like, these dudes ain't shit. These dudes be the main ones just spreading diseases, planting seeds all over the damn world because they don't got to carry them. Like, I'm just telling you. Just telling you, bro. And I hate all men ass bitch. I lay with a man every night. So please do not think I'm one of those. I'm just a realist, okay? Just a realist. We women, we got so much stuff going on, bro. Like, we have our body will tell us when stuff is wrong. Men, usually, you don't know till it's too late. Like, they can have stuff and that shit not even look like it. Like, you never, ever know, y'all. No, for real, you ain't seen the Kids movie? Go watch Kids 96. Go watch that shit. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. I commend you. I would have done the same thing. I would have dumped him right on his ass. Let me know if you've come in contact with any creepers like this in the comments. But yes, they be planting seeds. I'm just saying it in the most nicest way. They just be planting seeds all over the place and just, it's a mess. So let's get into this in-laws story, y'all. It's called The In-Laws Are Annoying AF. And y'all know me, I'm one of them people where it's like, if I'm not getting along with your people, I'm not even about to try with you. Because I need your people to be on my side. Like, I'm not trying to, like, especially if you're a man, I'm dating a man. Like, I'm going to need your people, me and your people to get along. Because hell no, been there, done that, dated somebody who, yeah, no. No, thank you. So let's get into it. Hey, Naja, I don't want to make this too long, and I also want to stay anonymous because who knows if these females are on the same shit I'm on. But I love your chai teas, and my fiance even watches them with me at times. But anyway, I'm going to get into it. So a little backstory. I am 19, turning 20 in July, so happy belated birthday. Shout out to all my cancers. I know y'all season is over, but shout out to the cancers in the chat. And my fiance is 21, turning 22 in January. He is a hot-headed Capricorn. Shout out to all of the Capricorns in the chat. Oh, and by the way, all of us Geminis, we do not claim Ian from the last story. We don't claim Ian. Ian was, he's not even a zodiac sign. He's something else. He's some stardust or some shit. We're not claiming him. Anyway, so shout out to the Caps and the Gems and the Cancers and the Leos, okay? So me and my fiance have been together for 2 years as I'm writing this, and we plan on getting married December 2020. But due to COVID being a thing, we just might want to wait it out and stuff. But I feel you. So I have 3 sister-in-laws. One of them that's a few months younger than me enjoys my company and doesn't have any problem with me. The 2 older sisters of my fiance pretended to be okay with my existence, but have often told my fiance that he was stupid for getting in a relationship so soon after his last girlfriend. Miss Mama, who are you? You're a sibling. Why do you care who your brother is fucking? Like, it'd be one thing if it was a story like last week where you and the sister-in-laws were BFF before the brother was even, like, a denominator. But no, like, why do you care? Super weird. Super weird. Yeah, she said she wanted to wait until December 2020, but she sent me this in December 2020. And she said that she had to reschedule it. They're a little all over the place. Like, the last one that I just read was from June 3rd of 2021. And this one is from 2020. So I kind of like to go back and forth to get everybody caught up. But yes. But anyway, yeah. Why do you care? Why do you care about your brother and who they're... Yeah, no. So I go to family events with him and I associate with his family. I tell his youngest sister I love her. I call his mom Mama and I tell her I love her as well. And I'm even the auntie to his nephews and nieces. So anyway, once we get engaged, we decide to post on Facebook regarding the wedding in December. We got major backlash from his family, being upset about not going to them personally. Not going to them personally to announce the wedding, which we didn't think was necessary. Y'all, I am so scared to, like, get married because, like, I really don't know what the hell to do. Like, full disclosure, I remember I was on the phone with my boyfriend's mom one day, and I told her something. I don't remember what it was, but for a split second, I think she thought that I was saying that we were getting married or, like, there was a baby. I don't remember, but there was, like, a split second where she thought I said something. And she was like, oh my God, I was going to be so mad that you didn't tell me. And I was like, oh shit, like, so people really care about this? I was like, wait, because, like, meanwhile, my mom, oh, that's what it was. Like, my mom had gotten hitched out of freaking nowhere. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then Daniel's mom was like, please don't do that to us. And I'm like, damn, so people really do care about that type of stuff. So no, yeah, like, the older generation, they do care about that. Like, they want it a personal and, like, type of stuff. And I started thinking about it. I'm like, no, you're right, because, like, older YouTubers, like the OG YouTubers, they used to have, like, those videos where they would, like, go to each family member and announce that they're either getting married or having a kid. And I'm just like, I don't know, small toxic family things, I guess. I don't know. I had no clue that, like, that's what people wanted. Like, I was like, oh, okay, girl. I was like, I had no clue. Culture shock. So, yeah, they was like, look, you should have told us. You should have told us and announced it to us first. So, basically, Facebook knew about the wedding before the family knew about the wedding. Like, okay, I get it. I kind of have, like, a similar situation going on right now that I can't quite talk about because it's not my business. But something similar happened to me too in my family where, like, we had something similar where, like, something came out the fucking blue like that where the world knew and then we didn't know. But yeah, I'm sure some of y'all can relate. But you're right. Y'all are like, look, it's none of their business. It's none of their business. I get you. But who is paying for the wedding? Like, you know, like when you want people to go somewhere, you let them know. I don't know. I could see both sides of this one, okay? I could see the old school point of view, and I could also see the new school point of view of like, look, we about to just go get hitched, and that's it. And then I also see the old school point of view where it's like, look, this is a joining of families. It's important. Like, I see both sides, okay? I see both sides. So, his oldest sister even had the audacity to tell his younger sister that he was making a mistake marrying me, that no one even knows me, and he should leave. I was uncomfortable with it, and I ended up holding my peace and rarely speaking at the upcoming functions. Wow. Well, how long? You said you guys were together for 2 years, and you are pretty young. You guys are pretty young. You're 20. And he, well, no, actually, yeah, you're 20 and he's 22. So yeah, you guys are pretty young. Are you pregnant or something? Like, why are y'all in such a rush? Why don't y'all just get engaged for a little bit? Regardless of that, his people don't have the right to be coming at you like that on some like, oh, you shouldn't even blah blah blah. Like that's taking it too far, being on some like, oh, you should leave her and all that. Definitely taking it too far. But I could see a different perspective of like, y'all are kind of young. Like, y'all are pretty young. Like, are you pregnant? Is he like in the military or something? Are there like benefits? Like, why do y'all gotta get married right now? I don't know. But that is definitely crossing the line, and I would, instead of you being like quiet at the functions and shit, I would have had to tell my man, look, you need to pull your sister aside and check her real quick, because this ain't it. Period. So now look, Naja, I'm not talking shit, but my sister-in-law, the two oldest, cannot keep their legs closed. In total, there are eight nieces and nephews, and we do not have any kids. 8. Wow. I'm going to try to wrap this up because I really don't want this to be long, but basically we had to cut the guest list, which hurt us. So we offered Facebook Live of our wedding for some who can't come or don't want to be in a big group. And we told the sisters, no kids allowed, period. Y'all got 8 motherfucking rugrats, okay? When y'all decide, when somebody choose you and decides to take you down the aisle, sis, you can have all the rugrats there. But me and my girl, I feel you. Me and my child list behind, no ma'am. No ma'am. Ladies, leave them babies at home. Period. Like, no, we about to fuck. No, we are trying to, well, not me because I don't eat seafood, but we trying to eat crab legs and get drunk. Not drunk, drunk. I'm trying to be like my uncle, have the ambulance at the wedding, baby. Like, I'm not trying to have no children. The Rugrats. Ladies, keep your babies at home. Like, like, no ma'am. Or get them a little plate, put them in the guest house or something. No ma'am. So, now look. So, okay. So, the 2 oldest sisters said that they were not going to come by because they have no babysitters. Understandable. And don't even, okay, no, not understandable. Pause. Not understandable. This is your brother's wedding. You couldn't have figured out a babysitter? Not understandable. No, because I was about to say understandable. You didn't have a babysitter. Girl, you knew they was about to get married. You knew, all of y'all knew they were going to get married. Come on now. That's messed up. That is messed up. No, and she pretty much said that exact same thing. You had 6 months until the date to make arrangements and made it seem like our happiness just did not matter. And at the end of the day, this is your day. And that is so messed up because I know every single one of them bitches would love to be walking down the aisle and all that shit. And they would understand that that is their day. They just have no respect for you. That's so messed up. So they sat there basically saying that it was all about them. And if the kids aren't invited, then we were directly targeted. So y'all think y'all the only people in the freaking universe with children? Come on, bro. Look. I know some of y'all are saying in the chat, you know, you hate when people don't allow the kids there and shit, but really think about it. I really want you to think about this because I used to be the same way, but then really think about it. You're paying all that money for food, and usually that food ain't no little kid nuggets and fries, okay? So the majority of the time, it's not even appropriate food for children. Then there ain't no juice or nothing. There ain't no clowns, no balloons, no nothing. It's your Aunt Gladys drunk off Patron twerking, okay? Then you got your Uncle Bobby fucking. I'm just saying, bro. I just know that weddings are places for adults to let loose. It's not for kids. It's not. That's what the baby shower is for. There's reasons why baby showers don't have alcohol and stuff like that. Like, kids at weddings is it ain't it. You're constantly and then don't even get me started. You're walking down the aisle, like, no. Oh my God, little baby Joseph, shut up. Change that baby. Change that baby diaper. Like, come on. Like, so like, and it's not a targeted thing. Now, what I would have done if I was closer to these people and if the family was also helping with the wedding, because traditionally the bride pays for the wedding, right? Unless, I don't know. But if I was cool with y'all hoes, I would probably get a babysitter and a little guest house for the kids for you. But since y'all are so nasty, no, you had, like you said, 6 months to figure out where the kids was going to be. Shoot, or even have a designated family member stay back and then take care of them. But no. So mind you, Naja, my baby brother who was supposed to walk me down the aisle wasn't gonna come. Damn. And neither would my mom, because nobody wanted to get sick with C-19. Because y'all gotta understand, December was like really when it started hitting, and that's when she was trying to have her wedding. So basically, I need advice. After the altercations, it ruined the wedding planning joy, and the wedding has been canceled. Who is at fault right now? I apologize and even cut my side of the guest list for their kids, but was told not to by my fiance because they can stay self-centered. I just want people to come who love us and want to celebrate us. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so glad you're realizing that. It is not about just the family. It's also about you. That's why I said I could see both sides of like the old traditional and the new way, because it's you know, it's more than just you. And shout out to Christopher for the donation. Thank you. Thank you, boo. He says that she's in the chat. Glad, because I got some questions I want to ask you when I'm done. I see your update and stuff too. But yeah, look, I just don't think anybody should have really went into this extent. In a perfect world, I wish your man would have stood up a little bit more in that regard, but I get it. Wedding planning is more of the mother side type of thing. You go dress shopping with your mother and your mother-in-law. Like, it's more traditionally, that's more of like the woman's role. I get it. But in a perfect world, I wish he could have like stuck up a little bit more. But I don't think you were at fault. I feel like you were trying to make everybody else happy but yourself, and I do not think you were the bad guy in this situation. But here is the update as of early 2021. Oh, and before I say anything, the best thing that could have came out of this quarantine stuff was virtual weddings and virtual baby showers. Because I know I can speak for a lot of y'all. Ooh, this is about to probably make some people mad. It's probably about to make some people mad. Again, shout out to Christopher. Thank you so much. This is probably going to make some people mad. Okay? We don't want to go. We don't really want to go. We just don't want to be that asshole that's not there for your special moment, but we don't really want to go. Unless you're that person that can cook, then we want to go. Don't get it messed up. Then we want to go. But the majority of us don't really want to go. So that virtual stuff really comes in clutch, because then I can mail my gifts, I could cash app you some money, and then I could see you, I could see the baby, you know, I could see the wedding, I could see everything I want, but I don't gotta freaking go. I don't gotta mingle with your family that I've never met. Like, I don't gotta do none of that. Like, I'm just saying, we low-key just don't like going, bruh. All it does is make us think about our relationship and, damn, I wonder if I should have a baby. Like, I wonder if I should get married. Like, no. Like, it's a trap. Just don't do it. Sometimes the baby shower food do be hitting, but it's just the meatballs. Be real with yourself. It's just the meatballs. You can go to the store, get you a crock pot, and make them damn same meatballs. The secret is grape jelly, ma'am. That's all we coming there for. That's all we're coming there for. It's the truth. It's the truth. So here's the update. As of early 2021, we got disowned by the family. Good riddance. One of the sisters has completely cut us out and even said I'm toxic, controlling, and manipulative, and that my fiance is whipped. And there's plenty of pee meow out there better than mine. Why are these women so concerned about where their little brother's eggplant is going? That shit is weird. It's so weird. So we have slowly gotten over the BS. It still freaking sucks, but as of right now, I'm writing this update. We have 2 more months to go, and I'm looking forward to marrying this handsome man. I love you and the tribe. Again, P.S. Hope you and Daniel and Spodie are doing good and staying in good health. Speaking of Spodie, she just like creeped in here. Spodie, come here. Come here, Spode. Spodie, come here. She doesn't want to. She sees, I've just bought some set lights, and they're like all over the place. I didn't set them up. But yeah, girl, look, that was probably the best thing that could have happened. I know you're in the chat right now. That's probably like the best situation that could have happened to you. Look. He too much. Shout out to Callie for the donation. Thank you so much, dude. She says, let me tell you, me, my man, and the courthouse, you already were married by law, and true, and it saves money and drama. You won't be talking ish at my function. Hashtag no regret, right? I don't need no I object. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, sir. No, ma'am. No. That's what we're not about to do. Yeah, same here. I know I don't give a hell about what my brother's doing. My brother is grown as hell. My brother living his own life. That don't got nothing to do with me. Period. My brother's problems are not my problems. I love my brother to death, but that brother's keeper shit only go too far. Because no ma'am. No, sir. No, sir. Doll says they are probably jealous of you. Pay them no mind and enforce boundaries. I definitely agree. And if I were you, I would literally go into just virtual. Do it just virtual. You could still use the panty as an excuse, sis. You could still do it. Go fully virtual. You could have your scenery, everything. The people that are supposed to walk you down and be a part of it can be a part of it. And that's that. And that's all that matters. You have your wedding tape now. Like, you could, F them people, bro. And it's so messed up. How did your, you said that you're in the chat. Hold on, let me see so I know what name to look for. You said you're in the chat. I want to know, like, how does your man feel about this? Like, well, obviously he must be, standing by you, obviously, because what the hell? But it's like, I don't know. Yeah, but thank you so much for the donation, Yamilet. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. And they said, where is the grape jelly going that makes the meatballs taste good? Look. I learned recently that the secret is the grape jelly. Like, you let it marinate in the grape jelly in the pot. Okay, there you are. Too late now. Next week's the due date. Oh, damn. Well, there you go, boo. Well, honestly, just don't let them ruin your freaking day. It's not worth it. I would just keep all communication to like a cordial minimum if you must. I mean, I don't know. Kiara says he's nonchalant as a cap and he doesn't really care. He's standing by me. Okay, that's good, because I was kind of concerned he was going to be nonchalant in the sense of being like, oh, well, that's just my people. Get over it. When it's like, no, like, this is troubling. This is a boundary. It's getting weird. So I'm glad that he's standing by you and is not keep paying them any freaking mind. It's sad that it has to be that way, but it happens, unfortunately, you know. He said at the end of the day, it's going to be me or them. Then I guess he ain't got no family but me. I mean, and that's the beauty of marriage and stuff, is you get to create your own family. And a lot of people who come from traumatic past or like, you know, maybe didn't have the best upbringing, that's how they view things, is like, well, now I get to choose my own family, or I get to make my own family. So, yep. Shout out to y'all, man. I wish you guys all the freaking best, honestly. I wish you guys all the best. And yeah, keep them, get some security, keep them hoes out the venue, period. Let me know if any of you guys have gone through anything similar, if y'all want to give her some advice. Her wedding day is coming up, so congratulations, congrats. I know that all the stress is about to be over. You're finally gonna have your day, so congrats, early congrats. All right, so here's the last story. It's just called "My Mom is Draining the Hell Out of Me." What the hell? So, hey Naja girl, my fake name is Kiki. I'm 26 and I am a Gemini. Again, shout out to all the gems in the chat. We got hella gems in here today. So I've been watching you since that one story time you did about homegirl that slapped the teacher in the face with a book in class when he threw away her drawing. Yes, bro. Like, shout out to that girl. I have not seen her in so long, and I think about her sometimes. I'm like, dude, I wonder what ever happened with her. Like, what did she ever do with her life? Because that was a very special little girl, and not in like being mean in that sense, but I mean like she was a very unique little girl. And now looking back as an adult, I'm pretty sure she probably was like on the spectrum and like was like what do they call it, like neurodivergent or something, because people used to always mess with her. They used to always mess with her for no freaking reason, bro. And like, if y'all seen that story time, you know we all told them, we were like, look, in my ASL class there was this little boy kept trying to bully her. We were like, look, you better leave her alone. You better leave her be. She freaking bah, 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 bah. Like, I'm telling you, y'all better leave these people alone. But anyway, yes, thank you for watching. That is an old one. But anyways, this story is about my mom and her shenanigans. Just to keep it clean and simple, my mom be doing the most. I don't live with her, by the way, but she continues to ask me for money. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I don't mind. You should. Don't get me wrong, I do help when I can, but this one particular day was the last straw. She called me when I was on my way to work asking me for $1,700 to get her car back because it was repoed, because she was behind on her payments. Mind you, to lay some things out, her apartment is $1,300 a month and her car payment is $400. So, baby, you trying to pay your bills and lie. No, ma'am. Because 13 plus 4, yeah, no. Side note, back in March, I was taking care of her after she had her surgery. I asked her, did she still have a job since she'll be out of work for 3 to 4 weeks? And she said, yeah. Well, that was a lie. She actually quit her job to get the surgery. Come to find out, she has... Oh, my God, you just telling all the mama business. She said, my mom has been messing around with married men, and they have been paying for her rent and other things and the apartment and whatnot. So, mama, why are you asking me for money? Why are you tricking me, mama? Like, why are you treating me like a trick when you got tricks to pay the bills? Like, come on now. You can't be finessing your own kids, bro. That's messed up. So, and the idea for, okay, so she also wanted to work at this business that her so-called boyfriend was setting up. And the idea for the business was his wife's. And anyways, when she told me that, I got mad as hell. I have my own situation right now. My boo just got into a bad accident in April, basically her boyfriend. Oh my God, both tendons on his knees ripped completely, and his kneecaps. Oh my Lord, and his kneecaps moved out of place after jumping on a trampoline. See, that's why I don't be playing on them bouncy houses and like those adult jumpy rooms. Oh my Lord, I hope he's doing okay. I told her, why don't she ask the married man with 2 kids she's messing with to give her money? And she said he can't because he paid her rent last month and he has a lot going on. I got a lot going on. The hell? So after she told me that mess, I told her no, because to be honest, I have my own tasks to handle and I need as much money as I can. She got mad as hell and told me that I am selfish and that she would pay me back. I told her the real, like, you are 48 years old and you need to get your shit together, and that she needs to learn to not live out of her means, period. Shoot, the job she had before she quit wasn't even paying her that good. So I don't even know why she moved to such an expensive place. I was about to say, yo mama rent more than my rent, period. Like, more, way more. Like, I don't make no damn sense. So there was nothing wrong with her apartment she had prior. It was only $820 a month. Oh, blessings. With her job at the time, she could afford. It was cheaper. The car that she had was almost paid off. She was the one who quit her job and ran after this bum. So that's her shit to stand in. When I told her all that, she told me that she knows I got money. So what if I got money and I'm telling you no? No means no. There is nothing after that. It's my money. If I don't want to give it to you, tough titty. She talking about it's not that much. It's just $3,000. Well, girl, that's $3,000 you don't have. But since what happened with my man, I had to budget and I have certain money as backup. She still didn't care because she called me the B word and selfish and an ain't shit daughter. She even said the most messed up thing to me a mother can say. She said, F you and you don't ever call or see me again. Go on with your life. You are dead to me. Over money. Over 1 month's rent. Wow. I'm so sorry you had to deal with that. This is disgusting behavior. Mind you, I have been there for her in the past when my dad left her. I paid what I could and everything when I lived with her when I was in high school. So when she made that statement, it really pissed me off to the point I never thought I would ever say it, but I called her out her name and said that the way she is why my dad left her ass for someone else and that she needs to do better with her life. I hung up on the phone and I was crying my ass off in the break room. That's the thing. Why is your no job having ass calling me starting drama when I'm at work? That'd be the worst type of freaking pain, sis. I'm so sorry you had to go through that. Like, oh my God. You said I've always been there for her when she needs me, and to say that no one's going on in my life right now is simply just a no. My job pays good, but I am not rich. Like, damn. After the blow up, I called my dad crying, and he said to not let my mom disrupt my peace of mind, and that if I'm dead to her, then so be it. She'll get over it. I do love my mom, so this messed me up bad. My question is, am I wrong for saying no? No, that is your boundary, and usually when you build rigid, firm boundaries and people can't get their way, they do shit like what your mom did. Also, was it out of pocket to call her out her name / made a statement about my dad leaving her? In the normal sense, I would say yes, that was out of pocket, but I understand you were hurt, and at that point, she kind of made it evident that you were the equivalent of a stranger on the street. She called you out your name and told you basically are dead to her, and you are a stranger on the motherfucking street, so that's just what she got. She got blessed right out. Sorry if this is too long. I hope it was easy to understand. This all just happened a couple of hours ago, and I'm still upset. Thank you for reading. Yeah, girly, like, please keep your boundary rigid. Keep it firm. Do not give her any more money. She needs to get her. It seems like this is a pattern with you guys' relationship, is that is how you prove your love to your mom, is by supporting her. But unfortunately, you did not ask to be here. Okay? Your mother brought you here into this world not to be a slave, not to be a bank. Okay, that is not your duty as a child. And I know a lot of people may be watching this and may disagree, especially because for a lot of cultural norms is you take care of your elderly parents. You provide for your parents, regardless if they're elderly or not, you provide for them. But I'm sorry, I can't. If you got somebody like this, I just would not advise doing that with them, because they're taking advantage of that and they're gaslighting you with the cultural norm of taking care of your parents. But the gag is, the norm is fully established adults taking care of elderly, damn near out the door ass parents, not people in their 40s, people, and you get what I'm saying? Like, that makes no sense. Makes no sense. Your mom is not your friend or your roommate. Like, that is your mother. She should be wanting to help you. You know, like, you are not, thank you. You are not elderly. Like, chill. But if any of you guys have ever had any of these type of experience, Please let old girl know. Thank you so much, Tiara, for the super chat. They said currently at work, had to stop by and show love. Well, thank you. You caught me right before I'm about to get off. Thank you so much, girlie. I hope you have a good day at work. I hope you don't get bothered on your break like some people, because that was just horrible. I'm so sorry that happened to you, sis. I hope that you're doing better today, and I hope that you keep your distance. I wouldn't say completely cut off your mom. I would definitely give it some time. But when it comes to a financial boundary, do not give your mother another freaking penny. Love should be unconditional. Your mother is giving you a very conditional love, and that's not right, and that's not okay. But that's all I got today for today's Tribe Tea. Thank you guys for kicking it with me for 2 hours, for 2 freaking hours. Thanks to all damn near 400 of y'all, 356 of y'all. Thank you guys so much for tuning in every week. I am going to be live on Friday. Going to be doing more of like a personal live stream, a life update, talking about school, family, relationships, all of that jazz, mental health, my therapy stuff, like all that type of stuff. So that's going to be on Friday. We're going to do a quick little catch up. If any of you guys miss Florida Man, all you guys have to do is go on the Florida Man Instagram. There's more stuff over there if you want your Florida Man fix. I'm just trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing with my channel right now. Like, full disclosure, I just like doing whatever the hell I like to do. But being in school definitely slowed them little breaks. But there's only like 4 more weeks left, so I'm about to be back on my BS soon. But yeah, that's just what's going on. But I'm going to talk more about it on Friday with y'all. So thank you guys so much for kicking it with me again. And yeah, I will see you guys a little later. Peace.